Boom. Yo, we are back. It is episode 27. We have our first double guested episode right here. We have
Double booked up.
Yeah, two returning guests. We have Mr. Terry Foster from episode 25, just a couple days ago. And then Mr. JBSMoovv, he's with me all the time. We got like 14 episodes of Fast and Loose out there. And then I want to say you're on like episode 8 of The Lounge or something like that. We talked about the Oreo soup and stuff like that.
I can't remember.
But either way, you're back here again. You were just talking about How to Train Your Dragon, JB. T-Foss, have you seen this movie?
I have no interest.
Are you familiar with the old one?
I'm familiar with it.
So, JB, you were saying it's a
live action version of the cartoon animated How to Train Your Dragon, but now they just made
I'm
it
not
live.
familiar with that. I just saw the cartoon one.
Oh,
So you did see.
there's a new movie coming out, T-Foss. They took the animated cartoon and they're calling it a live action movie, when in fact there are no dragons that exist. There are no people that are riding these dragons. These are all generated images on a computer that they're calling live action. What do you think about that?
It's a new era, new time. I got to get up with what's going on right now. I don't like it, but if it's good, I'll watch it.
That's fair. What about the title, like being called live action? Like, do you think that's fair? I mean, it's all computer generated images.
Yeah, I know that, but our lives predicated on lies all the time.
I mean,
it's the
it's
best
not wrong.
this, the best that. This is live. We get lied to every day of our lives. So
I agree.
I don't like it, but that's part of life.
that's life, yeah.
I agree. I choose not to subscribe to the lies, though. If I'm able to like decipher and I can see like something that clearly in front of me, I'm not like we talked about the other day, T-Foss. Like when you talked about the acquired taste of beer, it's like I don't understand the point of doing something that you know is not good to trick yourself. Like if you know it's not the truth, why would you subscribe to it and try to like just put that veil over your eyes even for a few hours?
Because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, we don't have time to figure out what's good and what's not. And for instance, when you see a commercial and they show you a hamburger, that's the best looking hamburger you've ever seen.
Yep.
And my wife falls for it all the time. Oh man, we got to go to Bob's Hamburger. I said, no, girl, that hamburger is not good. She said, well, it looks delicious. Do you know that they have, I don't know what they call it, like makeup artists that spend like hours to make that burger look good?
Oh yeah,
They do. I've seen the behind the scenes commercials of it. Like, it's not even real food that they're actually presenting to you. Like, everything is fake in these commercials, and it's just done up to make it look so delicious, or that you need to stop here right now because it's the best.
well, there's no way you can like package and like make and like prepare the meal in such a presentable fashion and like the rapid pace of what fast food is said to provide. But fast food anymore isn't even that fast.
I used to at Burger King. I tried to make my Whoppers look amazing, but they didn't always come out that way.
I mean, I hear you. When I made the Whoppers too, JB, I tried to keep everything within the circumference of the bun. What it looked like inside. If the tomatoes stacked a little bit, the pickles, oh well. As long as it remained within the circumference of the bun. So.
And one other thing, when they show you a bowl of cereal, that's not milk in the cereal. It's glue.
What?
Yeah,
It's glue because it sticks on the cereal and makes it look more delicious.
It makes all the cereal stick to the
Look
surface.
at this guy. He looks like
yeah, you were
like
so
he about
shocked
to
and
die. He's like,
disappointed.
what? Yeah, it's glue.
That's something I learned today, T-Foss.
Elmer's glue specifically.
So like when they pour the gooey white, that's actually glue that looks like.
Well, no, not when they pour, but when you see the bowl of cereal and it's in milk.
Oh,
that's actually Elmer's glue.
Okay. I can handle that, I guess. I thought they were like pouring glue over the cereal.
Once again, they're lying to you.
Yeah, they are. I don't like it. I don't like being lied to. Or if I do, like, do it in a really good way where I don't know. Like, it's just once I've seen how the sausage is made, I start to question everything. Like the Truman Show fucked with my head. Like when he that movie.
It's a good movie, by the way.
Right. No, that is the ultimate horror film of all time. Like that, your
real life just being recorded and alive.
It's not that it's necessarily like recorded, but it's just like everything is not real. Like perception is reality, and it's just like I don't know, like the way that we're able to augment fake reality right now with AI and stuff like that too. Like I was talking with Sam and Ryan Lentz in the back and stuff like that about like different issues that are affecting like younger populations and demographics and stuff like that. And I don't know, like I just find it very interesting. And
Hey, I'm gonna get in trouble with our women folk. What about our women?
I don't think women watch our show too much.
No. Just somebody's watching. Or they put
My mom. That's
they,
it.
they put the makeup
She
on.
is a woman.
Damn, that girl is fine. And then no makeup. He's like, what the hell is that? So you're getting lied to.
See, but I would. My dad, T-Foss. How old are you, T-Foss?
66.
Okay, my dad's got 2 years on you.
Okay.
So like I feel like he's done a good job of kind of like steering me in the right direction of telling me like, hey, these are the tricks, these are the scams that people are going to try to pull on you. So I feel like he made me a little bit more aware of the world around me, and so I definitely picked up on that. And I'm very particular when it comes to the type of women I like to go after.
But do you know all the tricks that women are doing?
No.
'Cause now I'm going to get in trouble as well, too. T-Foss brought up the makeup, but now they're going beyond that with the push-up bras and then the fake BBLs. Now, there's like little padding that they put on their butts, so it's not their actual butt.
Are you talking about like
if they do butt injections, is that a lie?
yeah? Are you talking about like they're wearing like a outer pad, or like they got it inside the butt?
No, this is an outer pad that they just pull
right.
on like shorts.
All right, that's
See?
But they've been doing that for years. Back in the day, you used to put on girdles.
The girdles, yeah.
Yeah, make you look slim.
Your waist looks slimmer.
I used to think it was funny when we had to wear a girdle in football, because I always used to think about like
Wait, what?
Well, that's for protection.
yeah, that's what they called a girdle. Like you'd wear it on your shorts and stuff. But I always thought of like the girdle that Alec Baldwin would wear in Cat in the Hat.
Right.
And he like
Lord.
he undoes it and he like picks at his belly button. So, but
See, girls are starting to upgrade it a little bit more. Now it's not just makeup; it's the,
Well, I mean,
the push-up bras,
yeah, I mean,
it's the fake BBL padding. And
I mean, guys lie a little bit too. I mean, I think everybody does. Everybody does a little fibbing. I think there's a difference between fibs and lies, though. And I think like, I'll be the devil's advocate. I would say T-Foss that those are like more or less fibs from women. When they're putting on the makeup, it's like I wouldn't go as far as to say they're just outstretched lies, but little fibs I think you could tolerate. Bold-faced lies are just different.
So when you bring a girl back home and she has to go to the bathroom to take off her BBL pad, like what are you gonna think while you're just sitting there?
Well, I'm hopefully didn't bring her home solely because of the BBL.
So what do? You bring your woman home. You said, unmask yourself, or unarm yourself.
Maybe what you should do is you should have like a friend with a water gun to like squirt you guys as you're leaving the bar, and then you can make your decision before you hop in your car or not. Like,
Okay.
Because there are some street lights outside. So
Yeah,
That's true.
it's
Yeah.
too dark in the club.
I don't know, T-Foz. That's a good question. I was thinking of like first when you start saying that like spraying down, I started thinking of like the movie Super Troopers when they've got Farva in the holding cell and they're just like spraying him with the hose.
All right. Now, I'm not saying put the water hose on them, but just
Get the hose.
pat them down.
A hose for the hose.
Hose.
You know what? We are all most of us falling for a lie from the Tigers.
Yeah.
We're falling
Oh.
for the fake.
Okay, explain
Now,
this.
the Tigers offered Alex Bregman $30 million a year.
Something like that.
So now here's the narrative around town. Well, Chris Ilitch, he's gonna spend. No, he's not.
No.
No, I said it.
If they had signed Alex Bregman, they would have been number 14 in payroll. Now, Chris Ilitch he's okay with being, in the middle of the pack. But if you say, hey, can you be a top 10 payroll because this is what the Tigers would need if they got in that position, the answer is no. But what the Tigers are now saying, look, we offered this man $30 million. Basically, it was the contract that Miggy, his contract fell off the books. So now we're going to do Alex Bregman. And so now the people are going around saying, Chris Ilitch, those who say he won't spend are liars and they don't know what they're talking about. We fell for the fake. I'm telling you, bro.
I believe it. I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in the ownership group of the Tigers. The team's
Not
playing
at
really
all.
well, but I mean, that's kind of what you just got to root for is the players out there because they can control what they can control. Yeah, everything I've learned from and about Chris Ilitch has not sounded the best, so I don't really have a ton of faith in like them necessarily doing the right thing as far as like taking care of their players or taking care of the fans, but. Yeah, hopefully the team can,
Yeah,
at least
but
take care
the
of
great
us.
thing is they got guys who've grown together. They got a bunch of dudes making under $1 million a year.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to say, well, it is a little bit of luck, but they've been fortunate where guys have grown, they've gotten better, and so you can look at the Tigers and say they signed 2 free agents, Spencer Torkelson,
Yep.
and Javi Baez, even though he's kind of fading a little
That's debatable.
bit. Well, hey, his batting has come down, but he still plays a hell of a center field.
That's fair.
He basically was not a Tiger the last 3 years. He was some
He was just in the middle somewhere.
scrap heap.
Yeah.
But now he's a functional major league player.
I was gonna ask, like, I wonder who or what organization has like the best ownership, I guess you could say, in all of sports. Like, Lions are up and coming right now. Wings could use some help, but like outside of like our general area, is there any team you guys can think of that has like the best kind of ownership?
Well, you know, that's a tough question now because ownership has gotten too involved. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones is
Jerry
too
Jones
involved.
is in everything.
The Lakers, too involved. You know.
Yeah, GD busted, and what the other lady? They got like LeBron on both. You know, either
Yeah,
side
LeBron
of
is running the Lakers now.
Yeah, and they're all like,
Right.
Which there's a rumor Bronny James could be on the next cover of the video game NBA 2K, which I don't know why. He's done nothing.
Did you say G League 2K or NBA 2K?
No, this is NBA 2K, the professional league that we sit here and spend $80 every year on this stupid game.
How's he going to be on the cover?
I don't know why.
Where'd you hear that from?
Honestly, it was on Twitter, or X nowadays, as it's called. But someone made a cover, and it was Bronny James.
do you still buy 2K?
Unfortunately, I do. Yeah.
I say I have not bought it in several years. I think it is one of the worst sports games made, and yeah, I've unsubscribed a while ago. I don't even play it.
I mean, Madden's falling off a little bit as well too, because everything's just copy and paste. All
Yeah.
you gotta do is copy from last year, paste it, and then add in the new rookies. That's it.
I haven't even gotten Madden in a while. The last video game I bought, JB, was the college football game. Played it for like a month maybe, and haven't really picked it back up. So,
Well, the next one's coming out, I believe, next month.
well, honestly, I don't know when I'll ever get to play it again because my roommate got the Xbox, the PS5 in the divorce. It was their PS5.
Oh,
And it was on
no.
like, you know, so
That just
yeah.
means you can buy a Switch.
I guess.
Switch 2, everybody.
But
I used to buy the video games, as young people call them, but
Yeah.
I haven't in a long time. I always did the sports, and my favorite was NHL.
yeah, that's the fun
okay.
one, T-Foss, because you could actually like use the skill stick and do all the cool deeks and stuff like that, and they're really hard, and you feel really cool when you do them, and when you have a friend who's not as good as you, and you can just pump them like for 10 goals, it feels awesome.
T-Foss, what's the last video game you played?
The Wii, I played bowling.
Okay.
I used to bowl with my kids,
I used to love playing
and then
bowling.
tennis and golf.
Okay.
I love the golf. Used to love the golf games. Now they're too complicated.
Yeah, when they
Yeah.
upgraded to Wii Sports Resort, they like upgraded the club face, so it's not just like the swing mechanism, but you have to like keep the club straight, otherwise it'll turn the club face, and
All right, now
you'll
you just
slice
ruined
and
it.
you'll hook.
You're just ruining the fun out of it
Dude,
now.
honestly, Wii Sports is one of the greatest video games of all time. I've actually talked about this on a previous episode of the Lounge. There's a Wii Sports athlete who I think is arguably one of the greatest athletes of all time. They've done these speed runs of Wii Sports where they completed all of the different games like tennis, baseball, bowling, golf, and then boxing in under 7 minutes. Like they completed every game of each in under 7 minutes, which is insane.
That is.
And then I didn't know about this in college. We used to play the Wii all the time, T-Foss. We'd be up all night grinding on the Wii.
What was your sport?
I kind of really got into the training games, and I would go after the platinum medals because we were playing like the
Oh my
power
God.
bowling one time, and I was like close to 7,000. I finally broke it, and we learned that there's platinum medals, so we started Googling them, and we just kind of became obsessed with achieving them. I like just playing. I didn't really care. Golf, I would say, would maybe be my game, but there was this obsession with bowling a 300, and it was like the 4-minute mile in our house. Like it was unachievable, and then the first person got it, and I think we had like 8 perfect games in the next like 3 days. It was just like right
Well,
at
see,
one.
that's not realistic. If you can bowl 300 games in one day.
Well, no, it was like multiple people doing it.
Okay. Well,
so,
regardless.
but yeah, well, that's
Or if you have approach shots in golf and you can get it in the hole like 20% of the time, that's not realistic.
that is cheating. When there is a way you can like use the driver and like hit the pole and it'll automatically drop it into the hole. That does kind of cheat a little bit, but
yeah, that happens all the time in real life.
Yeah, right.
But no, it is. Yeah, like I compare it to the 4-minute mile because no one thought it was achievable, and then as soon as somebody did it, everyone else started being able to like break that barrier, and it was more of like the mental hurdle than anything else. So, I have one friend who got all of the platinum medals in tennis, and again, Rymac G4, the guy who went sub-7 in the all sports speed run, he got all 15 platinum medals for all the training games in under 30 minutes.
Wow.
Which is definitely like nearly impossible.
Now, you talk about the 4-minute mile. When I was young, I was really proud of myself. I did a 5-minute mile.
Like a 5 flat?
It was 5:02, 5:03.
Oh,
That
that's
was close enough.
still, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
close enough.
even getting it like sub 6, like anywhere in the 5s is pretty sick. That's awesome.
Now I
T-Foss.
think it would be about an hour.
You could walk a mile faster than that, T-Foss. You got it.
38 minutes.
I think I'm with T-Falls. 38 minutes for me too. It ain't happening.
I bet you could walk a 5K in that time, T-Foss.
I probably could.
Yeah.
I have no
0.5K?
concept of time. But for instance, when you have the 5Ks and they have the 5K race or the walk, I'm doing the walk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I've done the 5K race before, and I've done the 5K walk. Or either or.
I mean, I ran a little bit, then I walked, and then I ran a little bit, and then walked, and then probably just walked the rest of the way. So,
Yeah.
hey, as long as I got it done, that's my accomplishment.
Yeah,
I did it. I
there's a-
accomplished this today.
There's a start line, and there's a finish line, and as long as you make it from one to the other, that's really all that matters. The time that time that passes in between is inconsequential. It's more or less just about getting from one spot to the other.
But they say if you walk a mile and run a mile, you get the same workout. You burn
Yeah,
the same
same
amount of
calories.
calories.
I think actually if you walk uphill, like burns more calories than running. There's like the hot girl walks where it's like 30, 20, 12 or something or like 30, 20, 10.
Did you say the hot girl walk?
You ever heard about this? It's
What
like
is this?
It's like 30 minutes at like a certain speed and a certain incline, and yeah. So we got Ryan in here talking as well.
Shout out, Ryan.
He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah,
The hot girl walk.
and yeah, like it's basically like you walk on an incline on the treadmill for like a certain amount of time. It's like it's got like a cool number thing to it, and yeah, it's supposed to be like more beneficial and like fat burning than going out and like running a mile or running 2 miles or however. I don't know what the distance would equate to, but
So what was this always a thing, or did this now become, as Ryan said, a TikTok thing? Did we all find out about this off of TikTok?
I've heard about this for 2 or 3 years. So
Okay.
this
And
is
you let me warn you, you can't judge your life based off of TikTok.
yeah.
Although I will say this, that's where I get my recipes from, TikTok.
I have
We
the-
learn
I
a
have
lot
it-
of new things from TikTok.
I have it downloaded, but I really don't get on there. I don't want to get sucked in. I feel like TikTok is like heroin.
Oh, you
And
will.
have I talked to you about this, JB?
I think you have.
So I like watching those types of videos.
I was gonna
T-Foss.
say you like heroin.
No, I've got a thing with needles. Like I can't do IVs,
Oh.
so like that's like just like a bugaboo. I don't like getting my blood drawn, but
You know what? I don't have blood veins.
really,
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
whenever I get my blood drawn, they're like, "Where's
They can't find a
yeah, they
vein?
can't find. They have to. There's this little thing. It's like they put a light on there, and it's electronic something, so they can find my veins.
Yeah, so like
crazy.
it's like a UV light or something like that.
Yeah,
They, like just kind
right.
of go over your skin to find one.
that's interesting.
But there's this one woman. She's like, "Oh, she can find it every time." She's like, "Oh, right here." So these people are incompetent. I'm like, "Okay."
But yeah, no, I mean, I think like when you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube and you see the like TikTok style videos, T-Foss, they like put them in groups, where like there's only like 4 or 8 of them at a time, and then you have to like, and then they put them in like the separate like shorts tab where you could like just keep scrolling endlessly. I will never go to that separate tab where the endless scrolling. I'll only use them in like the small segments that they give them to me in, and to me, it feels like I still have a little bit of control.
Now, did you?
I don't
Now
think
you've
that's-
had TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff all your life?
No, I didn't really get TikTok until recently, until it came back on the marketplace for the App Store.
What I'm saying, it was all this available to you, whether you did it or not, for all of your life.
No.
Because for me, I had none of that stuff growing up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no, like, growing up, like, I remember, like, when the iPod came out, and it was just, like, you had to, like, swirl your finger in a circle left or right to, like, counterclockwise or clockwise to go up or down.
You could feel the hard drive move as you did it as well, too, which was just kind of weird.
Yeah, and, like, them talking about, like, yeah, like, do you want to get, like, 250 megabytes? Do you want to do 500 megabytes? Or you could go crazy, and you get 2 gigs of music data. And it's, like, nowadays, it's, like...
Bro, I had to get on AOL, get on the phone, and go, all that noise and everything.
Yeah.
See, me and T-Foss got that in common because when I was younger, I had the AOL disc that gave you like 5,000 free hours.
Oh, you did that? Oh, yeah.
Well,
And then used to always get in trouble because I had to unplug the phone line from downstairs to plug it in the computer. Eventually, my parents just got a second line downstairs.
But do you know why everyone got AOL back then?
because you could message people?
No, to go grocery shopping.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was the
For
big
grocery
thing.
shopping?
You could shop online. It was the first time you could shop online. People got on there and then they had their groceries delivered. That was
No
that
way.
was
I
the
did not know
selling point. But there was other stuff. They had like these chat rooms. They still have chat rooms
Yeah.
Chat roulette.
I like chubby black dudes. Women who like chubby black dudes or fitness people. There was all kinds of chat rooms. that
Podcast
you can get into.
groupies?
Yeah,
I don't
podcast
think
groupies.
Yeah,
right.
that's a joke. But,
Oh.
well, do you remember your AOL Instant Messenger names?
Oh,
Bone
God.
chip.
Bone Chip.
Yep.
I had several of them. So like one was Gyarados18. Another was like XX little cutie XX. Like it was just ridiculous amount of stuff that we put into these names. I can't tell you my AIM one, but like I had a bunch of them, and it was fun just coming home from school, hopping on AIM, and then setting your away message, hoping that the person that you're have a crush on or something like that would see it and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about you."
Interesting. I feel
Yeah,
like
I used to do stuff that you can't do anymore now.
Like what?
Pick up women.
What? You can still do that now.
No,
It's
you
just-
can't.
it's just
You know you
differently.
can't now because if you pick up the woman and y'all go to a hotel and have a good time, you could wake up with all your intestines.
yeah, you wake up in the
yeah.
bath.
Bathtub
for
full
the-
of ice.
They're still in your body organs now.
Selling it on the black market.
I picked up a chick. She was from where is she from? She was from California. We hooked up and went to San Francisco for a weekend.
What?
Yeah, and this was
T-Falls?
this was the deal.
You still got both your kidneys?
I have both my kidneys, but
Oh,
the
boy.
woman that I was with later on, she shot her husband.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, he didn't die.
Hey, she only got good
Shot him in
I'm-
the leg.
Hey,
She
Still,
said it
she
was an
shot
accident.
him.
I know
Ah,
she
that's
shot,
fair.
but she was convicted too.
accidents happen,
Accidents happen. That wasn't an accident.
I have
I'm
never
pretty sure.
accidentally shot anybody.
Dick Cheney did. He was the vice president. I mean,
I mean, Dick Cheney was.
Yeah, you were hunting though.
Yeah.
That was a different thing.
Maybe she was hunting too.
Yeah, she was
or
hunting for the
maybe
artery.
she-
That's
or
what it
maybe She
was.
got pissed at the dude.
Who knows? Who knows?
And
Nah.
I said, because I called her and she said, yeah, I shot my husband. I'm like, no, you didn't. Stop it. So then she said, okay, check out, because they were in San Diego. She said, check out the San Diego Tribune. And it was right in there. I'm like, damn.
Did she call you to bail her out or something?
No, this was like a few weeks afterwards. So she'd already gone to trial.
Oh,
She got convicted, by the way.
How long was this after you guys had your weekend in San Francisco?
This was probably 5 years later.
Oh, okay.
all right. That's some time.
Yeah.
I thought
It
she was
wasn't
like
like-
5 days.
I was no threat to be murdered because basically what we did.
Well, it doesn't sound like she's a good shot, so.
Well, she wouldn't shoot me. I'm
She
too
was a
lovable to
star-
shoot. Like, how
Stormtrooper.
could you shoot? Nobody could shoot me because I'm just lovable and nice and
Yeah,
sweet
who
to
want to
everybody.
do you any
yeah.
harm, T-Falls? Come
But
on.
no, the deal was, we were gonna go to San Francisco, and you know how it is. You can lie. We were talking about lying earlier.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so our thing, was we were going to go to lunch, and then we were going to go window shopping, and then I guess we had to proclaim, do we want to, we could just walk away at that point if we didn't like each other. And so I went to her room, and we were going to have a glass of wine, and then we were going to make that decision. Do I want to stay with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the day, bro.
Oh.
I'm a day drinker.
Well, I mean, we just called it a
But
nightcap,
anyway,
you know?
Nothing wrong with day drinking.
So, so she opened the wine, and we had a sip, and then she said, "Well," and the well was, "Well, we're gonna hook up, or we're gonna end this."
Continuing it, or-
So 3 days later, I left.
Hey.
Hey,
So it
that's
was
what I'm
a
talking
good
about.
time.
Hats off to T-Foss.
T-Foss on a 3-day
Tip
bender.
of the cap. Hell yeah.
On that 3-day bender.
Hell yeah. But, well, so we got the guys starting to file in and stuff like that. I know Justin's coming in with his little party music
Right.
and stuff like that. So we'll call it good there. And
Why is he always dancing and talking to himself?
hey, he's in his own world,
He's
man.
in his zone. That's
Heck
what
yeah.
it
What
is. Shout out to
Heck yeah.
Justin.
Oh, he got the music rolling.
Yeah. You got a festival
You
this
know
weekend?
what? This brother, he should be living on the beach. He doesn't belong in Detroit.
Justin or
Justin.
Ryan?
Right.
Justin should be living in Malibu
I can see that.
or Huntington
Yeah,
Beach.
playing
I can
playing
see
that
Justin
Running
roller
around, do.
playing roller beach hockey instead of on the ice.
Dream of mine.
Yeah.
Just to go out there and play roller beach hockey.
Hell yeah.
I can just see Justin like with the skateboard, just rolling around Venice Beach or something like that, just chilling.
We'll have to bring the guys off camera. Ryan's been on camera before, but he's back in here. We'll have to bring Justin up here sometime too. So, but hey, we'll wrap it up here. We'll see you guys later, or we'll see you alligators later.